So tonight there's a celebrity event where we're having this tournament. We're playing a game mode called Squad Rush, and there'll be a bracket, so there's different groups playing each other, and the winner will actually give away money to charity. There's a bunch of people here tonight, everything from movie stars to sports celebrities, so there's a good amount of people here. So the demo is somewhat kind of what the game will be when we release it. Of course, we're doing changes, all the time. We're planning on doing updates day one and also later on to make sure that the game is, becomes better and better. This is not a one-shot release. This is actually a service that we're providing to the players, where you not only get, of course, software updates, but also new maps, new content, and stuff like that. So there will be changes to the final game, yes. There are 4 different multiplayer game modes that are being played out on 4 different maps each. So there's around 18 maps in the game, depending on how you count. There's also a multiplier in the game called Hardcore mode, which then changes all the game modes into a more hardcore, more realistic setting where you add more punch to the weapons, so they're deadlier. There's also removal a lot of the HUD elements. We also make sure that we remove the killer cam and small details like that that makes the game more realistic. You can also kill your friends, which of course changes the pacing of the game. The whole persistence system has been reworked. You more or less unlock stuff in the area that you have chosen as a player. The game is so varied that you can play the game in many different ways, but if you focus down on a specific, for instance, class, you will unlock more things within that class, for instance, new weapons and new gadgets for that specific class, but you will also unlock different things that will fit all the classes in the game. So there's persistence matching whatever game style or play style you have. Dedicated service is something that we have for both console and PC. Matchmaking is also key to us. We don't want the more beginner players being owned or pwned by the more experienced players. So depending on what rank you have, you will be matched into different servers. Of course, you can override that by inviting people to your squad and then go into a server of your liking. Or if you play a private match, you can create those as well, and you can then play against whomever you choose. Depending on what map you're playing, you will have different advantages or disadvantages with different kits, of course, both from a visual standpoint, but also from a how the different kits plays out in different environments. So I'm hoping that this won't be a problem when you play the actual final game. We're just waiting to release the game to see what people really think about the full game. We've seen a lot of positive feedback from the demo. There's been feedback on changes that people would like to see. We have been doing some of these changes. We're also hoping that people will see the full picture once they've been playing the game for some time, and also playing the full game to see how everything fits together. Because Battlefield is not a gimmick. It's not something that you just play on one map and you're done with it. It's not an infantry only. It's not a vehicle only game. It's a full Battlefield game with all the variety that a full Battlefield game should have. I think you should, take whatever game you have and put that aside. If you like first-person shooters, and especially if you like military first-person shooters, this is the game you should try out. It's not only about infantry, and it's not only about switch skill. There are so many different ways of taking out your opponent. There's so many different ways of using your battlefield to your advantage. So I can't really see any really good reason to not play this game and have this as the kind of pinnacle for first-person shooters, especially online.
So trading your copies of Modern Warfare 2?
I would.